Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel back in Celeb Up and bringing you all the breaking news. Listen, we haven't seen Will Smith too much since he smacked Chris Rock right upside the face. However, it seems like he's been doing a whole lot of work behind the scenes because recently your boy Will raised $10 million for the St. Thomas University Law School, which has just been renamed the Benjamin L. Crump College of Law at St. Thomas. And not only did Will raise the money, but Will also attended the renaming ceremony where he gave a speech, and Will said, quote, "Ben has been an absolutely spectacular friend and guide, and that's why it's important for me to be here with him today. There are very, very few people in the world with a heart like this, so it's my deepest honor and my deepest pleasure to be here to support and show some love. Congratulations on this historic honor." End quote. Now, in response to Will Smith's kind words, Benjamin Crump took to Instagram and he wrote, quote, "I was proud to share the stage with Will Smith, a benefactor of the groundbreaking Benjamin L. Crump School of Law at STU Miami during the naming ceremony. It's not an overstatement to say that lives will be changed because of the selflessness of the college donors." End quote. Listen, I'm very glad to hear that Benjamin Crump has had a school named after him, but I'm wondering, where are all the other attorneys? The only attorney I'm seeing in these streets is Ben Crump. He's everywhere. I mean, something happens, boom, Ben Crump is on the spot. And I know there are other black civil rights attorneys out there. I mean, come on, guys, you gotta get on it. Where are you? Because, you cannot expect Super Crump to do it all. And honestly, I think as a community, we don't give Super Crump enough credit because he has really been out there doing the work. So shout out to Benjamin Crump. Now check it out. A lot of people don't know this, but in addition to making some of the best drug dealing TV shows in history, 50 Cent also gives back to the kids. On Saturday, 50 Cent posted a video of himself at the Houston Rockets career day talking to some of the kids. And under the video, he wrote, quote, "Houston different. My kids out here on the money. Career day was great. Let's go Rockets." End quote. I think what 50 is down there doing is great, and I'm glad to see him giving back to the youth. But my real question is, when 50 goes down to Houston, do you think that 50 has to check in? Personally, I don't think 50's stopping by to say hi to Jay Prince and the boys. But let me know what you think in the comments. Now peep this, rapper DDG goes with Halle Bailey. But before he got with Halle Bailey, he used to go with Ruby Rose. And now Ruby Rose is saying that she spotted Halle Bailey rocking her old clothes that she left at DDG's crib when they broke up. And in an effort to put DDG on blast, she went on social media and she wrote, quote, "Having your B wear my clothes is crazy." End quote. And after she dropped that first post, she came back with a second post that said, quote, "I like Halle, but DDG a weirdo though, for show." End quote. Now in response to her saying that DDG got Halle Bailey running around in these streets rocking her old t-shirts, people on the internet responded. And one person said, quote, "She probably got that t-shirt off of Fashion Nova like you did. Relax." End quote. Listen, I hope that DDG really does not have Halle Bailey rocking Ruby Rose's old clothes. And on the real, if this was more than a t-shirt, I'd have serious cause for concern. But you know how it is with t-shirts. He probably put it in a wash and then it got tumbled in with his clothes and then all of a sudden she picked it up, she threw it on and it's whatever. However, you gotta be real careful with that because you're never ever supposed to have the new chick rocking the old chick's clothes. That's a no-no. But with that being said, why is Ruby Rose out here trying to blow up Halle Bailey's spot? You know what I'm saying? Even if you thought that the chick had on your t-shirt, why are you gonna go and post that online? And then you're gonna try to act like I don't have no problem with Halle Bailey. Listen, you tried to put the chick on blast. That's crazy. And you know what else is crazy? Lil Wayne has now been spotted sporting them big red comic book boots. Weezy was wearing the Mischief boots when he was on a video set with NLE Choppa. And now, the boots which were set to drop for $300 are reselling for as much as $2,000. I don't even know what to say anymore. First, we've gotten to a place in society where you can't even have an adult conversation anymore without somebody hitting you with 30,000 emojis. And now, we've gotten to a place where people want to start dressing like emojis. This is bananas. But while we're talking about clothes, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that your man Little Durk recently showed up to a Lakers game rocking a gray fuzzy sweater that had, get this, a real broken skateboard on the front of it. Not a logo of a skateboard, not a picture of a skateboard, but a real full-size skateboard with the wheels attached. When fans saw Little Durk walk into the arena sporting a skateboard sweater, one person said, quote, "Little Durk is wearing a sweater with a skateboard on it? What the F?" End quote. Another person said, quote, "Y'all really let Little Durk into the arena with a skateboard on his sweater?" End quote. Look, I don't even understand what this is all about. This is crazy to me. I mean, what is the point of having a broken full-size skateboard on the front of your sweater? And I mean, even though it makes no sense, it would make more sense if it was like a real working skateboard and I could pop it out of the sweater and like roll down a hill or something. But a broken skateboard? I mean, listen, some things are just not fashion. You know what that's called? That's called having too many dollars and not enough sense. And then, like the other question I have is, how do you wash the sweater? How do you wash the skateboard sweater? Hey yo, let me know in the comments, would you rock the skateboard sweater? Now check this out. JT, who is one half of the City Girls, recently sat down with Angie Martinez and they discussed a few things. And when Angie Ma asked her about the future of the City Girls, JT said, quote, "Hopefully the future of the City Girls can be the City Girls, and I pray that our egos does not separate it, or the internet, or guys, or like nothing." End quote. JT went on to say, quote, "Sometimes I be on my ish, sometimes she be on her ish. You know, like we're human, we're women. We're not girls, we're women. Sometimes I want to be with my man, just like sometimes she want to be with her man. And I hope that's not what be the reason or interfere." End quote. You know what? I'm so confused right now because what does you spending time with your man have to do with you being able to go into the studio and drop an album? There's 24 hours in a day, and if you got a man who's worth any grain of salt, he should have a job too. So there should be a few hours during the day when you're not with him, so you should still be able to get into the studio. But you know what? What I'm really hearing her say is that Young Miami is so far up Puffy's behind that she doesn't have time to come up for air or get into that studio. Of course, technically, that's not what she said, but that's what I heard. Let me know in the comments if you heard it too. And get this, I hate to do this to you, but I just got some bad news and I gotta share it with you. True Goy from the legendary hip-hop group De La Soul has died at the age of 54. And although we don't know the exact cause of death right now, we do know that over the last couple of years, he's been suffering from symptoms related to congestive heart failure. And I mean, on the real, this one right here truly hurts my heart because this is a talented brother who is gone too soon. And I gotta tell you, his music was genius and it was part of the soundtrack of my life. I can tell you exactly what I was doing when I first heard 3 Feet High and Rising, and I can also tell you what I was doing when I was listening to that Stakes is High. I mean, all I can say is that True Goy will definitely be missed, and he definitely did his thing when he was down here on the earth. My condolences go out to his family and the remaining members of De La Soul. And you know what? I think I'm gonna end it there for today. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.